A biography of Denis Potvin. Born on October 30th, 1953 in Ottawa, Ontario, Denis Potvin was a professional ice hockey defenseman and team captain of the New York Islanders from whom he played his entire 15-year NHL career. He was one of the most aggressive hockey players as seen on the ice, as they say. Don't mess around with him. Leave him alone. Denis Potvin began playing for the Ottawa 67s at the age of 14 wearing jersey number 7. Since he was so young, the deal was that he would only play home games that first year in 1968, earning about $20 per game, but he was so good that his father said that he may as well play all the games. Following a successful junior career, he was selected number 1 overall in the 1973 NHL Amateur Draft by the struggling expansion New York Islanders. Once Denis made the club, he decided to wear number 5 since Germain Gagnon was already wearing number 7. When he came into the league, he was regarded as the next Bobby Orr. Potvin was known for being the first Islander player to win the year-end trophy, which was the Calder Trophy as the league's Rookie of the Year in 1974. He then won the James Norris Trophy as the NHL's best defenseman 3 times, 76, 78, 79. His intensity made him a true star player, and by 1979, he was named the captain of the New York Islanders when Clark Gillies was stripped of this role. In 1980, Potvin, alongside the rest of the team, earned his very first trip to the Stanley Cup Finals. And with Game 6 on the line against the Philadelphia Flyers, he achieved his boyhood dream with a series win. After winning hockey's ultimate prize, the Islanders continued to dominate the rest of the league for the next 4 straight years. Denis would raise the trophy on his own as captain. He was one of few blue liners that have scored 300-plus goals. Since then, his records have been broken by Paul Coffey, Erik Karlsson, Ray Bourque, and many others. As of today, Denis Potvin is 5th place for most goals scored by a blue liner. And in 1987, Potvin would begin his 15th and final NHL season, and while he struggled to cope with the death of his father 3 years earlier, Bill Torrey offered him another contract that summer, but he rejected it, saying that was it for him. His final year in the NHL brought him memories for why he played the game. A lot of people showed him good gestures at his retirement in 1988. The Islanders even won the division in his final year. Following the usual 3-year waiting period, Denis Potvin was inducted to the Hockey Hall of Fame in 1991. 1 year later, he was again honored by having his jersey number retired. He was one of the few Islanders to suit up for 1,000 games all in that team. The other being was Brian Trottier. He is now the color commentator for the Florida Panthers after 4 years doing the same for the Ottawa Senators.